Hello, my friends. I hope you're all doing very well today. I'm the Jolly Joker. I'm really excited to be doing this reading right now. For some reason, I already feel that Sagittarius energy right here. And I have two crystals right here with me. One of them is green adventurine, and the other one's black obsidian. So I'm gonna draw out about 7 cards and we'll see what this reading's about. You could be Sag Sun, or maybe you have other placements, or maybe you're just curious about a Sag in your life and you're looking for like a more accurate description of them. So I hope that you are going to find whatever you want in this reading. And I always advise my readers to look at the cards because the cards can always look like someone you know in real life. So yes, Sagittarius, I'm just going to continue to shuffle and I'll tell you your cards. Okay, you have Five of Cups, King of Swords, Nine of Wands, Nine of Cups, Ace of Swords, Ten of Swords, and Three of Pentacles. So I can tell that you've been feeling like a little upset about something, like you're done with something, kind of pissed off and upset, and like a little sad too. I'm not getting a real feeling of defeat, but I am getting like you came out of a situation feeling drained and hurt in some way. Could be that someone disappointed you, but it also could be like maybe you're putting in the work for a very long time, but you're not seeing the results that you want yet. Because all of the cards here are pretty high up in the court cards, and they're also like really close to the 10. So I can see that it's been tough for you, and maybe if this is a relationship or a job, you've been putting so much effort into it, you feel disappointed, and right now you are looking at something bad that this person has done to you or something bad that has happened to you, but a certain part of you is like not acknowledging the positive things. And I know that right now for you it feels like things are not gonna work out, but they actually will. And a big part of helping yourself and helping your mind is about having faith. And the cups can represent love, falling out of love with someone, but it also means like not having faith in yourself and thinking that things are not going to work out for you. So, this is a pretty big call to stop being insecure. The Ten of Swords is about something repeating itself a lot until you learn what you gotta learn from it. So, maybe you have had relationships in the past where people have lied to you, or just general situations where you've exposed yourself to suffering. The Ace of Swords and you have the Ten of Swords. When we reach 10, 1 plus 0 equals 1. The 10 actually turns into the 1, turns into the Ace, turns into completion, joining back with Source, where everything begins. Try to remain positive, and not only that, but if the example kind of fits whatever you're going through, and maybe you got dumped, or you got fired, or you're just seeing like the bad side of a situation in general, like you are exposing yourself to some things that are hurting you and really putting you in this position in the Nine of Wands, then the tarot is telling you to kind of connect to your passion. You're tired and it feels like you are in a certain state of grief. It's telling you to connect to those things that you love, because that's the only thing that's going to guarantee you that you continue building in the right direction. Because everything looks like a little dark right now and uncertain. if you kind of remove the cards where the characters are having a bad time, the other cards are telling me that you are actually in a very empowered situation. And not only that, your wishes will come true because the wish card is here. And that guy's just happy with himself and full of joy. Not only because he's got the trophies behind him, because they don't mean anything unless you know that the true worth and value comes from yourself and what you tell yourself. And like an example could be how you speak to yourself. So it's always good to acknowledge yourself if you haven't. I can see a very hard worker here and a builder, and but I can also see that you seem a little defeated, and it's kind of my job to tell you that it's a little bit of a choice sometimes feeling this way, because you can be all sad and bummed out, but you're actually the king. You're actually a king or a queen. And if you continue to remind yourself of that, then things will start showing up for you in the real world. But don't let anyone make you believe that they're worth more than you. And don't be putting anyone else on the pedestal. And don't be putting anyone else on the pedestal but yourself. Like you're the main character of your own life, and every day you get to wake up and kind of live this little mini game. So make sure to be in tune with whatever you used to like or whatever you like now. I'm sure that maybe as a kid you had something that you would obsess over. So it's cool to always kind of come back to those little things that made us feel at home and made us feel like we're just playing and having a good time. So I'm also getting the vibe that someone did something to you for some reason. Like there were many people involved in this thing that you were going through. In a way, you didn't get the recognition that you thought you deserved. And I feel like you did most of the work in this thing. So if someone else took your credit, then don't let it discourage you, because it shows here who is actually in charge of everything. And not only that, it also shows that when it comes to decision making, then you've made these decisions listening to yourself and knowing what the truth is, being mellow and listening to the other person and their point of view. But also, it shows that you know the real truth and you know how to love yourself, and you know that leaving the situation or things like that is like what's best for you, because sometimes you go through certain situations where you've put yourself in the position of sacrificing yourself for others and caring about them, and then it comes to a point where you really can't force it anymore and you can't control it. And no matter how much you care about the other person, if it's not going to work out, whether it be a loving relationship or maybe you're trying to bring something specific into your life, if it's not meant to be and it's not going to work out, then it won't work out. And I feel like that's the point where we get to loving and letting things go and accepting that sometimes things come to an end and we have learned our lesson, and then we all have to wait for the next day, and that's it. And we move on, but we don't move on with like a memory wipe, or we don't move on with a brain reset. We move on knowing that it's fine, that we have to let go and listen and lesson learned, and in the future you're not going to be repeating these patterns, and you're not going to be repeating them because you love yourself and you have learned what you're worth pretty much, and you've learned and you've acknowledged that you're a king. And that doesn't mean that you won't listen to anyone or that you think that you're the best person in the world or whatever. It means that you're actually in the position of listening, and not only that, but also being smart and knowing when to shut the hell up and knowing when to speak. You're very harmonious and balanced. You do care about people's intentions and like knowing if their heart and their behavior is like pure, you know? If you kind of remind yourself of that and kind of think of these cards as a little reminder of what's coming up for you or the energy that could be helping you, if you try to embody it, then it would be really beneficial to be thinking about the King of Swords and the Nine of Cups. And then we also have the Ace of Swords, which is like the universe telling you to go for it and to make a plan for it. So if you have something that you are thinking about already, then and you were looking for confirmation, then this is a big yes for the universe. And also, it's showing you that if you put the steps in the right direction, then the Pentacles journey will continue and things will continue to manifest in Earth. And this could be like maybe making small changes in your bedroom or moving somewhere new, or it could be decorating a new place, like a small business or stuff like that. So, yes, Sagittarius, I hope that this reading was accurate. If it was, please leave it a like and subscribe to my channel because I love it when you guys do that. So, yeah, I'll be seeing you soon. And if you want to see more readings, remember that you can check out your moon sign, your rising, or maybe a reading for someone else in my videos. Okay, I'll see you guys.